Hi, morning. What should we talk on? You want me to talk on something particular? Anything that you wish? Any ideas? I was just reading in the IB latest magazine. I think it's page 28. It's talking about you as a teacher, whether you should be friendly with your students or not friendly. Have you all ever reflected on it? You all must be doing it continuously, no? Thinking, reflections, what should it be? How should we? What surprised me that there are two groups of thoughts that come into the magazine. One group of said, yes, you should be, and why, they talked about it. And the other group is talking about, no, you should not be. Let me ask you, how many of you say, yes, you should be friendly? Let's see your hands. How many say should not be? Hey, listen. I was giving a talk. This is in a Citibank. And it was about the parents, parental talk. So, the parents were with their children and we were talking to, I asked, how many of you are mothers over here? So, they raised their hand. I said, how many of you are fathers over here? So some of them, you notice some of you do not raise your hand like that. Raise your hand. May I? Please raise your hand. Raise it higher. Even higher. How does it feel? Thank you. So this gentleman raised his hand like this. So I said, why is your hand like this? He said, why? I'm a father. I said, why not like this? So next to him there was a lady. She said, he is not sure. It actually, I've never forgotten it. She was very smart. When I ask you, bring out the perfection from within you, how many of you would like to? You raise your hand. And that's why I said, raise your hand higher. And I said, raise your hand higher. So notice when you have to raise your hand higher, whether you're sitting or standing, you have to stand on your toe like that. No, it's like reaching for the grapes on top of the tree, or the fruit or the apple or something like that. So similarly, the question came about in my mind that when the IB is talking about being friendly or not friendly, I wanted to actually, I was reflecting upon it. What does a friend mean? What is friend? So that was my reflection. I was reflecting on it. So friend is who? Who is our friend? You notice, who's not friend among the children, let's say? They say, no, katti. That means what? I shall not communicate with you. A friend is someone, is certainly in everybody's mind, you will reflect carefully, is someone who you trust. That's the first thing, isn't it? You say a friend has to be loyal. when you say something or share something with a friend, you don't want it to go around to the whole world and they'll keep your secret. These are the two qualities which are very strong in a friend. You would like a friend who is ready to sacrifice if it makes you feel comfortable. There are many a time we have to make calls in our life, and we make the call which makes me comfortable, isn't it? Let's say you got 2 lakh rupees and you see so-called your friend is in need. We would generally give 1 lakh, no? If you're a good friend. How would you like a friend who would say 2 lakhs for you? That's all I have. Have you realized some of our mothers are like that? Fathers are like that? I was just hearing a story of one of the young men right now. He had a little tough time with his business. So, father is not very rich. Okay. He said, you take this, I think it is 4 lakhs or 6 lakhs. I don't remember the exact number. I think it is 4 lakhs. He said, see, this money I had kept it in fixed deposits. So it will draw some interest at a certain rate. I'm giving it to you. Use it for your business. You give me the same interest. And then when you make money. So now, notice the father is now acting as a friend, isn't it? But when I say I'll keep 1 lakh, and you know, for my emergency, and what am I thinking about me first? But wouldn't you like a friend who says you first? Supposing you tell someone, you're looking smart, I like your dress. How would you like a person who says, you like it, take it. This is yours. I won't give it to you just now, but I'll get it washed and dry cleaned and give it to you. You would love a friend like that, isn't it? Wouldn't you like a friend is someone who makes sure that whatever issues you have in your life, which are joyful, happy, good, nice, she or he is always there to share with you and not be jealous. Some of us get jealous, no? We are even jealous of our brothers and sisters if they're doing very well. No? And you say in your heart quietly, it's nice, but why is it I didn't? You think like that. How would you like the thinking of a friend who makes sure that whatever your obstacles, suffering, misery, sickness, disease, she or he is always there. And making sure that that sickness, disease, sufferings is erased, go away, reduced. Now, how would you like a friend? I'm reflecting on it, okay, with you all. If you would like to participate, you're welcome. Voice out and tell me something about what do you think. How would you like a friend is someone who ensures wherever we stand today, right now, ensures that I get elevated higher and higher. Whether physically, financially, emotionally, educationally, intellectually, or resource management wise, whatever, anything, meaning everything around. Think now for a second. Talking about friend. Don't have to raise your hand, but I'm asking, how many of us think they all sound very nice, very good, but actually Actually, I don't have a friend. I don't really have one. Quite a few of us, no? I can make out who's saying, thinking so. Hey, listen. So to be a friend and not be a friend, for a teacher like you and me, or a colleague, a supporting staff member, being friendly, it doesn't mean being, you know, that kind of a buddy, bum chum, like that. It is not so. It is certainly in our school. We would love you to be friendly in the sense that they should trust you. They should know my teacher is my friend because I trust her and he is loyal to me. And she will always see between the group of students, 2, 3, 4, 5, when she looks at me and talks to me, she only thinks about me. And she would make sure that I excel. Others should also excel. She'll make sure everybody else does. So everybody else feels, everyone feels that you are my friend, the teacher. But in this friendliness, understand, it should not become, it shouldn't be that you should be outside and have a barista and coffee day or have a smoke together. It should not be. Then you're losing that fine line, which is the teacher to the taught, Acharya to the student. That means a line of respect. Until and unless they respect you, until they're looking up at you like that, how are they going to receive from you? How are you going to give it to them? Isn't it? Some people who are in the IB magazine are talking about, I do not want them to think that I am their equal. We are not equal in the class. Now, she has the courage to write that. I think it's a very good point. I was wondering who's saying I don't want my students to be friendly. All of us will think something, no? But look at it, it's a very good point. She said, I'll make sure that they get elevated. I'll make sure they know that I am there to help them, to make them learn, to make them understand better, make them excel. Make them, what is our we say? Discover the power from within. They should realize that if I follow this path, meaning what? They trust you. They trust you to say, if this is what she's saying, I'm not understanding, I'm not agreeing with it, but I'll go along. Those of you who believe in God, Allah, Krishna, Christ, Divine Mother, have you noticed you always think that if I ask, she'll give it to me. He'll give it to me. That means what? He or she is my friend. Isn't it? So in most of the religious books, God is considered to be someone who is always there to bless you. In some religious texts, it says that if you do wrong, then you will be punished. I believe you and the students, there should never be an equation where they think that if I do this, I'm going to be punished. Where is it they think that if I do this, it is not right, and I will be guided well, without kind of overlooking, it's okay. He's all right, I'll not look at it. That wouldn't be correct. What is going to happen is that person will continue to do it again and again and again. And this will become a habit. So being a friend or not being a friend, you have to discriminate. Most important is being friendly also means that you have to give them absolute freedom. And this freedom is the one which will make their mind expand. And that freedom, it comes with trust. You're free with somebody in the house who you trust, no? Suppose you don't trust that person, you'll be very uncomfortable, isn't it? You'll always have an eye, what's he doing, what's she doing, what's he doing? So similarly, the students first and foremost should be the understanding of an exchange of loyalty, of trust, of I have faith in you. Look at the word faith. What does it mean? It must not be blind faith. They should be able to come down and challenge you and say, why is that? They're not challenging you. They're challenging what may be the concept being discussed. Or maybe you believe in it. They're challenging. Why so? Why should be action opposite than equal reaction? There was a discussion on, and somebody said, because the forces of gravity was being discussed, anything that you throw up will come down. So one of the child said, I don't agree with it. So everybody laughed at him. He said, what do you mean? Actually it happened. And he said, why? If you throw it up with an escape velocity above the gravitational force, it will not come back. It will go up and up and up. So this challenging, it comes in with the freedom of mind and expression. They should be able to. At the same time, when you're talking to them, that respect, that loyalty, that understanding, that whatever the teacher says, it doesn't mean it has to be true. In yours and my time, in all those days, we couldn't challenge. We couldn't ask. You should be open to say, what is your opinion? What do you think? And that's what you do. You're doing it already in the collaborative discussions. And the more the challenging issues come up, the more you label them. So being a friend and not a friend is an issue which is very important for a teacher, and it's a very nice topic which has come up about it. I thought I would reflect upon it with you. A friend as a teacher, your interest is what? What's the punchline? What's the punchline of being a teacher as a friend? I want you to reflect on it. What is it that with you? I believe, this is my belief, that if I am friendly with someone, or if I am a friend, I would say the first criteria is never to give up on that person. That means I only look at the goodness in that person and I erase the badness. Have you noticed the quality of a pencil? Reflect on it. The pencil's outside is a wood shaving. But the pencil, what it is good for, notice it is inside that wood shaving, the graphite. It is inside. So that power which is inside the person, the student, the child, your friend, your partner, the moment you start to look at the highest quality in the person, that friend, who you think is a student, I would say that you should be able to see in that child the God within, if you believe in God. Don't believe in God? See the supreme power. That one apple seed, remember? You can cut an apple and count how many seeds are there. But you cannot tell how many apples will be in one seed. That one seed, the potential is that child. If you see that potential, I would say you and I are being good friends. We are in the march for discovery. Look at it similarly to the parent. Don't blame them. Make them realize, I mean well for your champion. And those things which are not correct, a lot of our parents are very beautiful, they're well-meaning, everybody is well-meaning. Which parent would not like good for their kids? But they may be wanting it slightly differently, which may not be right because you're an experienced teacher. So your intention is to gently take it around so that they don't lose faith in you. You don't have to use any harsh language, but at the same time, make a change in them that they start to see with your perspective. That's a different perspective. And there is a word for it. It's called a paradigm shift. Shift the paradigm of those parents. I would like you to reflect on it. Should we be friendly and not friendly? And if it is those things, which are those criteria? Just think on it on your own. Which are those criteria which I think should not be done? If you like, you may like to discuss with your coordinators, head of the program, and think on it. If there are some issues which you think, because look at it this way, the fact that the IB is discussing, there must be a lot of people who may be thinking, being rigid like in our days, that coming down. But IB is not like that. And IB coupled with Vedanta, the moment you do that, what is the essence of the Vedanta? What's the most important thing in the Vedanta when we couple? In Vedanta, in one sentence, it says Tat Tvam Asi. It means you are that. Not I am great, you are great. And the moment we start to realize that the greatness in the people, a greatness in them, they will automatically realize, that I am seeing greatness in them. It doesn't mean I am going to be obsequious about when they have negativity or wrong actions. If I truly love, like a mother does, like a father does, a good mother, a good father would always gently guide them towards better, towards higher. Reflect on it. This is something you might like to write on it. We would like you all to take on, whenever your children are doing something nice, whether EYP or PYP or MYP or TP, I would like you to bring them over singly or in group and give them an appreciation for a good work if you think so, discussing with Chadha ma'am. It should be brought to fore. The moment you appreciate and encourage them, they automatically feel like reaching higher goals and higher targets. You're being truly a friend. And notice, you're being nice and friendly with them also means finding out, like this is Monday, finding out being able to smile with them. We look too serious all the time, no? And we think we're looking serious, and if you have specs and you look at them like that, that's our principal used to look at us, no? Like that. That means I'm a great teacher. Remove the barriers. Be able to smile with them. Open yourself with what? Love and trust and faith. The loyalty. I'm loyal to you. And finding out, how was your weekend? So what did you do? Find out about their brothers, sisters, about the parents, about the family members. Meaning just building up a rapport. It certainly means not becoming bum chum, meaning not consider it to be that they should take it very casually. Anybody tends to take casually, some children do. Maybe some ignorant somebody is telling them, this is what your teacher did? Wait till I go and meet him. Somebody may be saying it, so they start to look down upon it. If it is so, it should be also brought to the notice, because that should not be diluted. The reason that they are here, they cannot learn and proceed unless there's a mark of respect. Most importantly, being a friend, I would say that whatever those great qualities that you would like in your children to come up, you and I, we have to walk that talk. Establishing, most importantly, that truth, satya, pratishta. Not easy, but establish that truth within. And most importantly, besides being a good teacher, you will see something else will happen. Everything in your life, whatever you have in your mind, desires, wish, just being truthful, just watch. It will come. That's the power of being truthful. And that's why Mandakya Upanishad, thousands of years ago, has written it down, that Satya which shall always win. Satyameva Jayate. So hold on to the truth. Reflect upon it, to be friendly or not friendly. The fact that I've been writing, this must be there in every teacher's mind too. And how much to be friendly. So hold on to the basic guideline of our school. Our intention is to create giants. Most importantly, a friend, like a mother, like a father, makes the children a friend, makes the children believe in themselves. You, Tattvamasi, you are important. You can. You will. Isn't that a good idea? Love you all. Thank you.